Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's Logan from Calling Our Shot, back with some more MLB picks on the Saturday, July 24th. Guys, luckily it's the weekend because we had an absolutely brutal week. Yeah, full of lots of L's. And you know what? We just really need something to change the tide. So, 1 second, I'll be back. Much better. Yes, guys, this is the rally cap. This is the famous rally cap style that Austin got back on track. And guys, we absolutely need something, and it's applicable for baseball, right? Yes, it's a Gators hat to match my Gators shirt, because I want to mention that we will be back in the fall, also picking all sorts of football. You know, we're not just an MLB picks channel. No, we're also NBA, NFL, college football, which really makes me excited. That's why I love Calling Our Shot, and that's why you should mash that subscribe button if you already aren't subscribed. You know, we have lots of content coming out all the time, and this community is the absolute best community. Speaking of the absolute best, our COS All-Stars all over the screen are the real MVPs, the ones that support us through these rough stretches. And you know what, guys? We really appreciate you from the bottom of my heart, and allow Austin and I to act a fool on here sometimes, especially wearing rally caps. I mean, this is what happens. We're down bad, and we need something to go right for us, right? Let's recap last night, even though I really don't want to. I hate doing the recap, but this is what sets us apart from the other channels that hide from their losses. We don't hide from our losses. When I'm losing money over here, I have to come on camera the next day, and that stinks, right? Houston run line, cash that one. Thank goodness. Astros clutched that one. Detroit first five. Nope, I still like the value on that pick, but we understand why it was plus odds. Yep, got me Vegas. The Phillies game, NRFI Nation, I'm sorry, we're down bad. I have another no run first inning for us today, one last time, and then I gotta retire it. I'm serious. The quick home run, 1 run NRFI, that's brutal. And Baltimore game over. Nope. The Nationals did not hold up their end of the bargain for hitting that over. Luckily, I mean, the Orioles did, but yeah, atrocious. So that concludes our picks last night. We got to move on, guys. I'm sorry. You know what? We're gonna get back on track. The rally cap, the magic of the rally cap is here. And where are we starting? Rangers versus Astros. I'm taking Astros run line minus 102 odds. Look, guys, it treated us so well last night. And I know you can be the contrarian, and maybe this is the time to be the contrarian and pick Rangers plus 1.5, but I'm sorry, I'll have to put on a clown nose if I'm picking Rangers and they lose, right? Gibson is on the mound for Texas, 8-5 and 1 earned runs in each of his last 3 starts. That stinks. 8-5, that is catastrophic. That would be a no sweat bet for us. Really hope he can give that up today. 6 innings pitched and 1 earned run the last time these two teams faced. That's what Gibson did. Pretty solid, right? I'm sure they covered. Actually, no, they didn't. 6-3. The 6-3 loss is what happened in that one. So best case scenario for Gibson, he still went 6 innings pitched and a solid start. But they still lost, and Houston did cover. So I want to put that one out there as further evidence to make us feel pretty good about the Astros. Valdez is on the mound for Houston, 4, 2, and 5 earned runs in each of his last 3 starts. You know, I mean, I don't love Valdez. You know what? I'm not always so confident in him, but I am confident in the Houston bats, and that's where the definitive edge in this one is going to be. Houston first in runs, first in hits, and first in Ks. That really helps us cover our run line, right? I know this is breaking news for you guys, but you know, runs is how we cover our run line. Yeah, I know, right? Texas, by comparison, 28th in runs, 25th in hits. Yeah, I mean they're a pretty bad offensive team, and they're bad on the road. 13-38 away record this year. So again, you know what? Could the Rangers come in here and steal this win and cover? Sure, absolutely they could. And would I be surprised? No, because this is where the level of baseball we're in right now. The contrarians are having a field day, picking lines that don't make sense. So again, I like Astros run line at the minus 102 for the value, right? And that's when you're picking baseball, you have to look at picks that make sense for the value. And can you live with yourself if it doesn't hit? I can live with myself on that one. And moving on to our next pick, it's not one pick, it's a little mini parlay, right? Dodgers and Giants money line parlay. You combine those two, you get minus 104 odds on this one. I really like it. The Dodgers are facing off against the Rockies, and the Giants are facing off against the Pirates. Both of these teams lost yesterday. I told you, man, baseball is hard to bet because the underdogs can come barking whenever you don't want them to come, right? And yesterday, I'm sure a ton of people had Giants and Dodgers in parlays and all sorts of picks, and they both lost outright. I don't see it happening again today, right? Gossman is on the mound for the Giants. He is so much better than his counterpart Crow. It's not even funny. That's why I really like that one. And Gonsolin is so much better than his counterpart Freeman on the mound for Colorado. And look at these two teams, right? So what? They stole a game one. This happens, right? This is baseball. Congrats to anybody that picked Pirates or Rockies yesterday. But Pittsburgh is 16-34 on the road this year. That stinks. Colorado, even worse, 10-34 on the road this year. Two really bad road records, and I expect them to the better teams to win today a little bit. You know what? Baseball very unpredictable, and that's why it's hard. Do you see this X right here? This X is not here by accident. This is the X that I put a hole in my drywall last night, and so we're in need of a patch, right? You know what? When things go wrong, that's sometimes what happens over here. And moving on to our next pick, White Sox versus Brewers. I'm taking White Sox money line plus 115 odds on this one. Yeah, I just like the value on this one. And I saw what the Brewers did last night. They won convincingly, right? So, everyone's going to be hammering Brewers. Yeah, hammer Brewers. No, I hate the Brewers, and every time I bet them, thinking I can trust them, they lose outright, and they lose just a stinker. And you know what? Rodon on the mound, 0, 1, and 4 earned runs. That makes me feel okay. Rodon, a good pitcher, right? And Burns is on the mound for Milwaukee, 0, 1, and 1 earned runs in each of his last 3. I mean, Burns is a good pitcher. It's what he does, right? The low earned runs, both these pitchers with that really low ERA. So what can it come down to, right? We need a little bit of an edge. White Sox, 5th in runs, 7th in hits, 15th in Ks. Pretty solid, top 10 in most offensive categories. Milwaukee, though, hit the brakes on us. 14th in runs, that's okay. 28th in hits, that's not okay. And 29th in Ks, that is terrible. And that's why the Brewers always seem to let people down. It's because they can turn into a swing and a miss team at any given moment. And you know what, guys? That describes the Brewers in every form and fashion. I will take a chance on White Sox money line being plus 115 odds just because I've seen the Brewers lay so many eggs, and it won't be me picking them being favorites today. Nope, they already got game one in convincing fashion. They're due for a letdown today. That's why I am locking in White Sox money line. And moving on to our last pick, yes, guys, it is a no-run first inning pick. And you know what, NRFI Nation, we were heartbroken last night. This is sometimes what happens when you pick the NRFI bet. It can be over in a quick home run, and that's exactly what happened yesterday. Brutal, 1-0 in the first inning, and that's how it goes. But we will bounce back in the game that I just did mention. White Sox versus Brewers, no-run first inning, minus 135. Shout out to Josh in the Discord for this one. You know what? He's like, Logan, send the NRFI again. I know, you know what, usually I want to give up after a heartbreaker NRFI like this, but I will give it another chance just because the value isn't insanely juiced, right? Rodon and Burns on the mound, again, 2.1 ERA. Can they get us 3 outs in the first inning to cash this no-run first inning? I think yes, right? The over-under to this game set to 7. Again, if you want to go pick no-run first innings, a good place to start is the lower games, but it does not guarantee that it hits. Look at last night, right? The over-under in that Phillies game was low, and the over-under in that Orioles game was through the roof. Well, guess which one had the no-run first inning? Of course, it was the Orioles game. The game we also had the over in, but you know what? That one was like plus 120 odds. So sometimes, you know what? They are just random, but you can sometimes look at this way. And the Brewers are also striking out a lot. I just mentioned their 29th in Ks. That's good evidence, to help us feel pretty solid about that no-run first inning. So I will lock that one in. For the value on this one, guys, it's pretty decent. And NRFI Nation, can we get back on track? Can we fly the NRFI flags in chat? That's what it's about. You know what? You're going to have a lot of trolls coming in here going, NRFI bets are dumb. Well, then don't make it, right? We like to have fun on this channel, and we like to pick ones that we think stand a really good chance of hitting. That's why I'm locking that one in. And we are due for a bounce back day today. I'm speaking into existence. Let's recap the picks, though, one last time for you guys. Astros run line, Dodgers and Giants money line parlay, White Sox money line, and the no-run first inning and White Sox versus Brewers. Thank you guys so much. Yes, it has been an absolute grind of a week. It's been real tough betting baseball. As you guys can see, I am very burnt out from baseball and I cannot wait for football. It is right around the corner and I'm really excited for the prospects there. And I hope to not put any more holes in my drywall. You know, it's just really frustrating betting baseball and losing in the fashion that we have been doing. But thank you guys for sticking around. As always, let me know your favorite plays down below in the comments. I love to hear what you guys are playing. I love to hear you guys tell me that my picks are whack today and that you're going to fade them and win some money. Good for you, right? You do you. As always, I will be back tomorrow and I'll hope to make some money today. I'll see you guys tomorrow.